Well, congratulations over a big win tonight over a ranked opponent. So the biggest win of your career thus far. How do you feel about your performance and just the accomplishment itself?
Man, I feel good because I've been working so hard for this moment, and I wish I could have got the finish. But either way, I feel like the performance was good, and I passed this test with flying colors.
Absolutely. And you got the crowd chanting "Chi Wee Wee" throughout the night. I know you're in the middle of a fist fight, but were you able to soak that in? And what does it mean that the audience is relating to you so much that they're supporting you in that way?
It means a lot, like being able to connect with the fans, and they're always showing love, So I appreciate everybody supporting me along the way, and I'm grateful to be able to go out there and put on a show for them.
I know you wanted to finish. Were you surprised at just how good Rob was on the ground and able to defend?
Yeah, I mean, I knew he was gonna play it safe, but he played it more safe than I thought. Like every time I felt like the submission was there, he would reset and he just wouldn't give me anything, So props to him.
Nice. Last thing for me, obviously coming to the UFC at such a young age, I think the only concern was, hey man, once he gets to the top, like you're facing the elite of the world, you just beat a ranked opponent. So at this young age, do you feel like, yeah, I'm ready to compete with the absolute top of the division?
Of course. I mean, you see Rafan's been in there with the best, and I passed this test with flying colors, so I'm ready. I'm ready to compete against the best in the world, and if I'm not ready, I'll figure out how to be ready. I got the best team now. I'm with the lab, and I got Cobrinha, I got Jason House, I got good people around me that are gonna help me get ready for any challenge that's ahead of me.
The gate tonight was $8.3 million. Attendance 19,480. It was sold out. 4 performance of the night bonuses: Bellato, Montez, Rodriguez, and Dober.
Dana, dominant work from Charles Oliveira, but maybe not exactly the fight the crowd was anticipating or looking for. What were your thoughts on the way the main event played out?
I don't know if anybody was expecting that. I mean, the way he body locked him and took him down so easily and absolutely dominated him on the ground. I thought there'd be a lot more stand up, and I thought that Max would do a better job at defending the takedown. And if he got on the ground, he'd at least pop up a couple, 3 times during the round, but total domination.
Yeah. At the end of the day, the goal of the sport is to win fights, right? But when it's a BMF title fight, do you feel like there's a unwritten rule that you got to fight a little bit differently, that you got to make it a stand-up war and not have a grappling-based approach?
Well, I think you'll have those type of guys, but the goal at the end of the day in every fight is to win. So he did exactly what he needed to do to win. And I think probably, you'll have to ask Max, but in training camp, they're probably expecting, if you've seen Charles fight, he's not afraid to go toe-to-toe, stand up, and, they obviously really believed that if they took him down to the ground, tonight would happen.
Yeah, no doubt. 4 fights tonight. They're broadcast on CBS as well, including like one of the weirdest fights ever with Garbrandt and Jalong. But just curious kind of what you thought about being back on network television, and, is that an important milestone for the UFC?
Yeah, I think that, if you look at where we are now, we're out from underneath 2 paywalls. So obviously being on CBS is huge, and Paramount for what it would cost you for one pay-per-view, you can watch everything UFC for the year. I mean, we already feel the difference in the business, and Paramount definitely does. I think we have exceeded their expectations on how many people are coming over to watch the fights, and obviously the White House fight will blow it out of the water.
Well, you made the announcements tonight that everybody's been waiting on. I guess talk about how you decided on Ilia Topuria and Justin Gaethje of getting that honor of main eventing this, historic event.
Yeah, so basically what we did is the matchmakers went out and put together, started talking to everybody, seeing what fights were possible, and then came back to me, and I chose the card.
Like I said, I know you said you wanted the finish, but overall, pretty one-sided performance. So how do you feel about the way things played out tonight?
I feel great, man. I think I show everyone how improved my striking was with hands down and movements and all that. I think it was an entertaining fight for the fans. And I show a little bit of my grappling too, that I have been one of the best grapplers in the world because I dominated the guy on the grappling. I passed the guard, I mounted twice. I almost took his back. I almost did the crucifix and all that. Did you see anyone do that with Rainier? Yeah, I did. So I'm very happy with my performance. For sure, I wanted the knockout. But the guy is one of the most awkward guys ever. He sleeps everywhere. I couldn't like connect that good punch on him. So I needed to go to the stomach, to the calf kicks. Yeah, but the guy was tough. I tried my best to knock him out, but the guy was tough. Let's get the next one.
Your striking looked tremendous. Obviously, it was clear you felt dominant in that area. But I was a little bit surprised with the grappling. Like, was it in the game plan to initiate grappling sequences with him?
No, I didn't initiate. He tried to hold me, and then when I saw the opportunity, I came from judo, so I have a lot of good sweeps with my legs. I saw the opportunity and was like, okay, I'm gonna dominate a little bit here and show everyone how good my grappling is. And then I let him come up after and try to knock the guy out, but it is what it is.
Yeah. It seemed like kind of an emotional result for you as well. Was that just because of what happened, in the last fight, or was more to it as to what this one meant for you?
I think all together, man, and all the things that happened, and being 13 months without a fight, and then being the backup, get to cut weight twice and all that. But one thing that got me emotional is like one of my best friends, my brother, like real brother, like soulmate, you know what I mean? His mother passed away on Saturday. And in the morning, he knew early in the morning. He didn't told anyone. He went to train with me. We beat the shit out of us in training. He was there for me, He passed the whole day without telling me because I needed to do some media stuff, and also he didn't want to put my energy down. And in the end of the day, I discovered that his mother passed away. He was already there crying. When I got home, I just hugged him and I said that this win was going to be to her, to Daisy. He's my big brother, Romulo. I love him so much. And Daisy, this victory is for you, and I'm going to take care of this guy. I'm going to take care, and I hope you guys see him in the UFC soon. So it was a very emotional one for me. I wanted to say his name and her name is in the octagon, but I don't know. I was so present over there, so excited that I didn't even think about it, But now I'm saying this victory was for them,
What's his name?
His name is Romulo, and his mother name was Daisy. And I hope she's in a peace place and that she knows that I'm going to take care of him.
That's an incredible story. Obviously, everyone knew that you had the ability to win this fight, but I don't think many people saw you shutting out Max Holloway and winning every round. How are you feeling after a performance like that?
Parabéns por uma vitória impressionante. Eu acho que muita gente acreditava e acredita que você pode fazer isso, mas talvez as pessoas não tenham visto você basicamente anulando ele em todos os rounds. Como é que foi isso?
Cada vez que eu tô vindo aqui, eu quero vir melhor, sabe? É uma nova versão, um Charles agressivo, mas um Charles muito consciente. Eu respeito ele demais, mas hoje eu vim aqui para poder fazer aquilo que eu sei fazer de melhor, que é tirar as pessoas para nada.
Every time I come here, I want to show people that I'm a better version of Charles, a Charles that's more aware, a Charles that's aggressive. He's a great and tough fighter, someone that I respect a lot, but I want to do what I do best, which is making just, we like to say in Brazil, make nothing out of people.
As you were planning and as you were preparing and playing this fight out in your head, did you ever believe that you would be able to just completely dominate a guy like that?
E passando isso na tua cabeça antes, visualizando como seria a luta, você imaginou que você ia dominar ele do começo ao fim, como você imaginou?
Não, eu não imaginei que ia ser dessa forma. Eu simplesmente treinei para ser dessa forma. Você sabe, a gente tá falando sobre MMA e tudo muda. Graças a Deus, Deus me abençoou e eu consegui fazer aquilo que eu treinei, que eu me dediquei durante esses meses todos, em busca de um trabalho, em busca de um cinturão, em busca de uma vitória.
I didn't visualize this. What I trained for this to happen. I mean, we train, we put this together, and God bless me to the ability to actually go and put it into practice and be able to come out with this win, doing what we set out to do.
As dominant as the win as it was, Max obviously showed incredible grappling defense. Did you have any idea that his jiu-jitsu defense was as solid as it was?
E mesmo dominante como foi, o Max mostrou muita defesa no chão. Você ficou impressionado com o fato que ele conseguiu aguentar o tranco?
Sim, na realidade, ele é um BMF, ele é um cara gigante, mas eu não queria errar. Eu queria simplesmente estar ali. Então, foi as duas coisas. Ele defendendo, sendo esperto, e eu querendo estar perto.
Yeah, I mean, listen, he's the BMF. Like, he knows what he's doing. But the main thing is I did not want to make mistakes. I wanted to be where I am, where I was. So I know being smart all the way was the best way.
crowd started getting a little restless later, like the fourth round or so, maybe a couple boos. We don't usually hear that in a Charles Oliveira fight. Was that frustrating for you to hear? And did it make you want to change tactics or game plan at all?
E a galera começou a ficar frustrada no final, quarto round, o povo teve vaia, não é uma coisa que a gente está acostumado numa luta do Charle. Você escutou, sentiu alguma coisa?
Cara, não, eu escutei. Não é pelo fato da luta, são os dois grandes nomes. São dois caras apaixonados que eles amam, então eu acho que eles não queriam ver os dois lutando. Então é isso que acontece, mas faz parte. Aquilo que a gente treinou, se dedicou, deu certo, a gente veio em busca esse cinturão e estamos levando para casa.
Listen, I heard that, but these are two guys that just love the game. We're very passionate about what's going on there. These are two great guys fighting each other. Just maybe they didn't want to see that kind of fight, but we wanted to be there. Most important thing, we got that belt. We're taking it home.